We are live. We are here, my business bestie and we've got a treat for you today. So, tips for feeling when you're feeling overwhelmed in your biz. And Eileen, I know that you've got something you'd love to say about that. So, I'm going to let you get started.
I do. It's interesting. I worked full time at a traditional job. Then I started working in a home based business with children 1 to 10 years of age.
Every time you say that, I'm just like,
yes, 5 children, 1 to 10 years of age. And I would hear people say, I'm stressed, I'm overwhelmed. And they would say that to me over and over and over. And I thought to myself, is this like a badge of honor they're saying? I mean, like, I don't want to take a Purple Heart lightly. These people deserve their Purple Heart that have been so nice to help our countries and get hurt. But it was like they were looking for something for me to go, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. You're so stressed and overwhelmed. And I know that you have one child and you're having trouble potty training them. So I would say, would you like me to share with you some tips on how I've potty trained 4 and I'm in the process of training my 5th? I would always ask a question because my thought is, and I did say this, Erica, you might think, oh boy, the listeners might think Eileen's not very nice now, but I would say, I'm so sorry to hear you say that. As a coach, I tend to want to just jump right in and help you fix it. But in order to fix it, a good coach would ask, is this something you want to change? So I would say, instead of stressed and overwhelmed, tip number 1 is that you substitute a new word. And you almost think of this as a juggler. I love to talk about juggling. We used to do this fun activity at all our team meetings. And I would say, a juggler is not that impressive with 3 things. Although I guess that they would be, because I couldn't juggle 3 things either. But 3 things. They could juggle 6 things. But the minute they're juggling different types of objects, wow, we go, wow. And you know what? Because we cruise a lot, Erica, there are jugglers on the cruise ship sometimes with some of their Cirque du Soleil type shows.
Yes.
When someone drops something, they just pick it up and start right on over. So if you're overwhelmed and stressed, become the best juggler. Become the best puzzle solver. Work on the edge pieces. Fill them in.
Yes.
Stop saying I'm overwhelmed and stressed because you'll continue to feel that way.
Yes.
Okay, number 2. What are you going to share?
Well, I just say what you speak out, it comes out of your mouth. That becomes your reality. So stop it.
That's right.
I'm going to say practice, because a lot of times we feel overwhelmed. It feels very heavy. We don't want to do it because we're not sure what to do, right? So if you have a coach or someone in your life who's laid out a plan for you, practice it. Because, no one's ever going to be perfect, but practice is really going to help you so you feel more confident when you do it. So you don't feel like you're winging it every single time. Like I would practice in front of a mirror, practice in front of people that you're not even wanting to sell to, right? Or enroll or whatever. So it takes the pressure off of you. But practice so you know what to expect, what kind of objections they might have.
Oh no, my
dogs are excited about what we said. Oh, wow, we got a cheering squad.
You can even work alongside barking dogs here in podcasts. There's someone, I think, at our door, unfortunately. But what I would want to say, too, is that sometimes practicing could be talking to someone you don't know, stumbling and saying, I'm sorry, I'm a little nervous. I'm new at sharing something that I'm really excited about. I'm new at sharing something I'm really excited about. Thanks for letting me practice with you. Just be honest and just do it. So good.
Yes. Now, and can I just say something about that? When you go to Wendy's, y'all know I love Wendy's. Well, I love Wendy's in Jamaica, but when you go somewhere and it says like cashier in training, you've ever seen that like on their tag, and so you're not so wound up if they're taking so long, right? That you just helps these people. So just tell them you're practicing. Say it up front. Take the heaviness off. So, all right, go ahead. What are you gonna say?
No, that's good. And what's interesting? The dog barking right now. I normally would have been like, oh my gosh, my dog's barking. This is horrible. But instead, I'm thinking, oh, she's so annoying to me right now, and probably to the listeners. But that's the way it is. I'm working from home. I'm wanting to help people. There's probably someone sweeping or something outside our door. There, I don't know. Maybe someone's there to come in the house. I have no idea. But if my focus is on helping everyone, I gotta ignore that. It won't stress me and overwhelm if I stay focused.
Put the blinders on.
Yeah, so I apologize, ladies and gentlemen, for my noisy dogs. So let's talk about something else. Plan time to relax. For example, Bob and I, we love our work. We do it a lot. We are able to do it together a lot. But there are times we say, we're going to the movies. We turn off the phones. We go to the movies. There's times with our children and grandchildren. We turn off the work, but you have to plan it. Even an entrepreneur who's so successful will choose to take time to relax. Doesn't mean they don't work hard.
Yes.
But they choose it. And I think you're never stressed and overwhelmed when you can say, you know what? Today between 4 and 5, I'm going to do my diamond art. Or this afternoon, Bob and I are going to go to the beach and look at the ocean. You know, we can work hard all that time and have that time. So people don't understand that in order not to be stressed and overwhelmed, you have to plan time to rejuvenate.
Well, you know, a lot of entrepreneurs are the creative type, right? So we don't like to plan. So it's very important. Isn't that why everyone's an entrepreneur? So that you can design the life of your dreams, so that you can go to the beach, take a cruise, go to Jamaica. You can do all this stuff around, you know, when you're working. And some people think, I have to work constantly. If you're working constantly, something's wrong. You do not have your process in place. Something is wrong. And really, Eileen, do you believe everyone's truly working all that time? A lot of people are scrolling on social media thinking
playing at work sometimes.
Yeah. Oh, we can't get started on that topic today.
I just had a talk about this with someone today about playing as a teacher when we were younger. Do you remember that? You know, and you'd learn the chalkboard, or you'd like to do the erasers, and you would pretend you're grading papers and all that kind of stuff. Well, I think sometimes we tend to play at work, but I want to mention something else. When you're in Jamaica, when I'm on a cruise, when I'm doing fun things, there's a big difference from working and sharing.
Yeah.
And I find that I don't have to worry about working so hard when I'm good at sharing. When I went out to eat and I shared that I was using a certain card because I was going to get double Z-Bucks, it was easy to do. And I said, would you like to know how you could do it too? Yes, I would. What happens? I wake up the next morning and she has signed up with the link. So sometimes people don't understand that sharing takes 30 seconds or less. I mean, I said, I know you're not here at work today to hear about what I'm excited about.
Right.
I do love to share all the time, and I know it's important to follow up at an appropriate time. Are you comfortable if I shared some information and you gave me your number? So I was able to get her phone number to follow up. I didn't even need to because she surprised me.
She did it first. But I just want everyone to hear, do you hear how that rolled off her tongue? Just like when I talk about sharing, it rolls off of my tongue. And it rolls off of our tongues because we've practiced it, because we've tried it out on people. We've tweaked it. We've perfected it. And we've been doing this for a long time. And if you want to have that where you can just be next to someone on a plane, at the airport, planes, trains, automobiles, whatever, right? Restaurant, you got to practice. And you have to realize that sharing is just part of your daily life. You know what I mean? Don't go say, I'm going to go share for 20 hours. Like, just do it in your daily life, I think, in your daily life, right?
And I think that leads to sometimes people feeling stressed and overwhelmed that they don't have anybody to talk to.
What?
Oh my gosh, go on social media. I was thinking the other day, I saw someone, you know, my new puppy, of course, and you heard both of them. But I was talking to someone else and they asked me about the age of my dog. And before I knew it, I was sharing again. This is something I'm excited about. And I know you are too, that we can help them with. And I said, oh my goodness, I have found a way to get double Z-Bucks on even pet food. So, you know, it's like, I wasn't really looking for a new client, but I thought, we just went to the pet store. We just bought the pet food. We used it, and why not share it?
Right.
All the people listening here, whether you're a real estate agent, skincare consultant, an affiliate with essential oil, whatever you are doing, when you look in your Facebook page, there is a way to interact without selling to them.
Mm-hmm. Please do not send people. Listen, just so no one gets it twisted. Nobody on here just told you to go private message people to sell them stuff.
Right.
We said share. We said interact. Right?
Yes,
No, hey,
absolutely.
girl, I got something.
Yes, you and I think that is the key. And one of the things I was thinking about with the being stressed and overwhelmed, and I know we're almost out of time, was the planning. And I think you should talk a little bit about how a survey that you teach in the blessing method, that is in a sense planning to incorporate your passion, your mission, your giving, your caring into your business. Because why would we feel stressed or overwhelmed because we want to make a difference in people's lives?
Yeah, we shouldn't be. If you are, then something's wrong. You're focused on yourself. Look, Eileen and I are just on a roll today. We're just telling you like it is. We're your two slightly older sisters, and we're just telling you like it is. Somebody has to. We're experienced, we're successful, and we want you to be as well. So just listen to what we're saying, okay? Because it can make a huge difference in your life and others' lives, So with a survey, it's based on psychology and marketing. So it takes the person on a fast journey. They tell you exactly what they want, and all you have to do is serve them. That's it. It's sales 101. It's pre-qualifying. If they don't fill out your survey, you don't talk to them. That's my thing, because I'm not talking to anyone who's not interested. I'm not wasting my breath. I'm not wasting their time. I've got multiple businesses. I'm a mama. I'm too busy for that. So that's my thing. The blessing method is about serving, it's about caring, and it's about inclusion. That means you don't judge. So when Eileen said there's a lot of people on your Facebook page, right, or in groups or whatever, and you immediately thought, I already talked to them, they're not interested, they don't use my product, they don't have money, blah blah. You just judged people, and nobody wants to be judged. So please just open your heart and think, I've got an amazing product. We've got an amazing product, right? That can change lives. You have one too. And if you don't have one, Eileen and I've got some we can share with you, But just think about how you can transform others' lives. That's all you have to focus on. That's it.
And I think that's really it. Because, when you're in the business world as an entrepreneur, we all have different things going on. And this should be a pleasure. This should be how we give back. This is how we make a difference, because other things we're doing for ourselves. When we went to the movies, it was for ourselves, But when I'm working with someone and talking to someone and seeing if I can help them, that's for other people. And so I would like to close, and then why don't you close us out for this one? But I would like to close my section by saying, share because you care. Share because you care. There's never stress in sharing.
Yes.
Go ahead, close us out.
All right. So let me see. We don't plan this, so now I'm on the spot. Well, you took what I would have said. So share because you care. I would just say, please, as soon as you start to reach out to someone and you feel that or hear that voice inside of you that says their pet died a little while ago, I can't reach out to them. Or they must have financial troubles because they've got 2 kids in college. When you start hearing that voice, just pretend it's a balloon, and I just want you to just pop that balloon, okay? Because just because all those things are going on does not mean that you cannot share, you cannot care. Maybe they need a friend right now, right? So this would be a good reason to reach out.
I think my dogs are saying goodbye.
Goodbye. And I don't know where my dog, Axel, he's like,
yours is well behaved today.
Don't jinx it.
Well, bye, everybody. Have a wonderful rest of your week.
See you next week.
Bye.